Hello there everybody, what is going on? It's been quite a while since I did a lesson. If you guys didn't know, I recently hurt my hand, so I took an entire week off of guitar. So don't expect any shredding, but I wanted to do a video on 3 easy tips to make you, basically to learning scales faster, kind of shortcuts without taking the shortcuts to learning scales, if that makes any sense. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I have 3 different examples for you, and I think these might really help you. So here we go. Alright, so let's get started on this one. Unlocking the mystery of learning scales. So there's plenty of different ways you can do it, and these are just 3 simple examples. I know there's lots of other tips, and if you guys want to, leave them down below, and hopefully someone will read them, and maybe you'll have some great stuff that I would like to know as well. So anyways, here's tip number 1. So when you're learning a scale, and what we're going to do today is we're going to work out of the key of A major. So we're going to do an A major scale. Okay, so if you don't know what your A major scale is, it goes like this. So it just starts on our root note of the 5th fret on our low E string. It's going to go 5, 7, 9 on the low E, 5, 7, 9 on the A string, 6, 7, 9 on the D, 6, 7, 9 on the G, and then 7, 9, 10 on the B, and 7, 9, 10 on the high E. It's just all 7 notes of our major or the Ionian mode, and so we're just playing our A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, and our final note we need is that G sharp right there. Gives us a good old A major. Now when you're learning something like this, and say we're going to start by learning all 6 strings, you just want to learn all of them. And what you can do is, one thing that really helps is make sure you're using the same fingers all the time. At least in the beginning. If you want to mix it up later on, I don't always use the exact same fingering, but I have a pretty good grip of understanding what notes are in the scale. So when I'm playing this, you notice I use the same fingers each time. I use the first one is my pointer, middle, pinky. Now for the whole step shape, I use my middle finger instead of my ring. I know a lot of people like to use their ring finger, but I use my middle. So I use my pointer, middle, pinky, pointer, middle, pinky, still pointer, middle, pinky, and then I switch to pointer, ring, pinky. And I do it every single time, ascending and descending. So. My picking is down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. So economy picking, if you're familiar with it. And that's how I play those, like I said, and just focus on using the same fingerings. I know it's a simple one that, if you're already familiar with scales and stuff like that, it might not be helpful, but it's something that I actually struggled with in the very beginning, where I would kind of change a lot. You know, maybe reach like that and change my fingering, and it really hurts you in the long run. It might get you to the note quicker right now, but in the long run of learning the scale, it will actually hurt you, and you want to be as proficient as possible in the very beginning. Alright, so on to tip number 2. So number 2 is, if you're having a hard time memorizing the scale, you have to remember, basically we have to mentally learn it and also physically learn it with our fingers, you know, with the muscle memory stuff. So something that I found that helped me a lot was to break scales down in smaller sections and then piece them together. So we did the A major scale, which we did on all 6 strings, but let's just say, you know, for now we only know the first 3 strings. Now what I would do is I would play up to the D string, and then I would turn around. So after I play that 9 on the D, I would go back to 7 and back to 6. And then 9, 7, 5, and then 9, 7, 5. And that way you can turn it around and just keep cycling through it, and it'll really help your fingers remember what this pattern is. Now once you have that one down, what I would do is I'd move down to the G, and I would learn from the G string to the high. So I'd go, it was a 6, 7, 9 on the G, and then 7, 9, 10 on the B and high E. And get to where you feel pretty comfortable with those. And then what you want to do is you want to piece them together. So get to where you can ascend through the first 3 strings, and then just think like, oh yeah, okay, so I know the next 3. again, my picking is like this. Oh, maybe. And so on with that one. So tip number 3. This one is something that I think is extremely important. So once you've gotten to the point where you know one of your shapes of your scale is down, now I guess there's kind of like 2 parts to this one. Focus on one shape at a time. Get comfortable and confident to where you can play pretty well with that one shape before you venture into trying to learn, you know, the second or third. So like what we're doing right now is our major scale or the Ionian. So then our next one would be our Dorian, Phrygian, and Lydian, you know, and so on down the line. But I would just focus on the first one, which is our major or Ionian scale. And once you're really comfortable with this one, and even when you're just practicing it, once you've got it underneath your fingers, practice it over a backing track. And what I mean is one that's in a particular key, just so you can hear how the notes are going to kind of react with what's happening in the backing track. You don't have to be playing licks or anything like that, just simply playing the scale. So I'm going to turn a backing track on. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I didn't sound check this or anything. We're just rolling with it right now. But let's see if you guys can kind of hear what I'm talking about. So that kind of thing. So hopefully if the audio comes through okay, you can hear the notes really reacted to what was happening, the background riff. And this is actually a backing track that my SKYPE students get. They get a new one each month. So anyways, so what that is just, you know, a great way to practice it. You're really applying it musically, and you're learning the scale at the same time. I think that these are 3 very crucial kind of components that people might skip, and hopefully they're helpful to you. And I think I kind of was getting going there for a second, so my hand is feeling a lot better now. Alrighty everybody, thank you for checking out the video. Hopefully that was helpful in some kind of way. It's just stuff that really helps me when I'm learning scales. And I just thought maybe I'd pass it on and hopefully someone will get something out of it. But other than that, if you guys would, please like, share, and subscribe this video. We're getting close to 20,000 subscribers. What? That's how awesome you guys are. So other than that, I will see you guys next time. Hands up for the high five. Peace out, homies. Peace out. Peace out, homies. And I'll see you next time. Woo!